Good evening and g'day, mate, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, Judy, and of course, our wonderful Icarus Prime. In today's episode, we need to do something about science, because although last episode we got Purple Science up and running, it's doing a wonderful job, there's a catch. Small catch, just a tiny catch, and that is, well, our Blue Science is dead. We're completely out of copper, so consequently, it's not running. So that's today's first plan, very first objective. We need to retrofit Blue Science, get it back up and running. Also, at the same time, I think as we're working on science, rather than trying to drag the purple belt from, well, probably the other side of the planet, yeah, here to here somewhere, I think it's time we just redid science. Just redid science entirely, just neaten everything up. So that's going to be today's plan. Also, a couple of things that we need to add to today's plan, because one plan is not good enough, two is better, three is even best. We need to turn on the GUI so I can talk. I need to get Strange Matter up and running. Well, yes, Strange Matter up and running, which is going to require us to make deuterium. Also, to actually get Strange Matter up and running, I need to have the wonderful miniature particle collider up and running, which I need to actually start building. But to build them, I need to have frame materials. So there's a couple of things we need to do in today's episode, which means the very first thing I need to do is I need to ask you the very important question, and that is, of course, can I borrow a like? I just like to borrow a like. I like to borrow a like early in the video. If you're not happy with the video, you didn't enjoy the video, well, Icarus Prime has said you can probably have your like back. But he's then going to treat you like a Decepticon from there on forth. Okay, the other thing we need to do is we need to turn on the big light in the sky. All right, so because we have no copper, this is useless, and this is useless. Also, we're out of iron here, but that's okay. You've already been fed off a different belt. So all I really need to do is I need to have, well, these labs working and actually bring in copper plate. That's all I need. So we should be able to do some sort of retrofit here where, well, hopefully we get this up and working. So first thing we're going to do is jump into, transportation. I have one of these towers on me. Good, because that's all I need. We're going to throw you here. Looks good to me. We're going to bring in copper plate. Also, I'll bring in juice at the same time, because I'm definitely going to juice this build as it happens to need copper. Okay, just set up a quick demand. Thank you. And we'll throw it in. Oh, I got no drones. Are they being delivered? No matching distributors. What? What? We had matching distributors. Who broke my distributors? Rotate. Provide to other destroyers. Provide and collect from Icarus. That's just weird. That's really weird. Okay. Alright. It's fine. Demand. Stuff showed up anyway. Somebody else brought it. Alright, we're going to throw a power pole in there. We're going to... I need two of these machines. So let's just put you there and put you there. That way I have the recipes. Let's remove this. And I need to, well, have some juice on these. Can I remove that belt? And that's going to be one of my input belts. Yep, and that's going to be my other input belt. And, well, let's try and keep this as simple as possible. So we're going to have, we're going to have magnets on, go away. I'm going to have magnets on this side. I'm going to have three of them. Three of them is overkill, but I prefer to have too much rather than not enough. And we're going to do circuits on this side. Again, three of them. Three of them is too much, but I prefer to have too much rather than not enough. Okay, with that out of the way, we're going to bring a belt out full of zero. Nothing for the moment. I want to spray my copper. So let's just get the belts out and placed. And you're going to come to here. And then down to this lane. Iron, back it up. Okay, that means I can spray that one and I can spray that one. I also need to spray the magnets somehow. I need like 2 more tiles. Okay, can I remove you and you and you and you? I need more room. Actually, let's just move everything across. Okay, 3 of you guys. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And yep, and can I actually move you slightly further back? Yeah, okay. And then 3 of you. Cool. I'm going to end up swapping these 2 belts over because it's just going to make future JD's life easier. So we'll just slurp up what's on that belt. Cool, done. All right, so I need to bring copper. Copper's going to come into the, nope, 1 tile further away, into the back of you. and it's going to come into, it's 1 copper to 2 magnets, right? Yes, okay. And into the back of you. All right, and that means we remove that. Okay, so my magnets are currently going to the left, I believe. We're gonna make them go to the right, and I don't have any of that color belt anymore. We're gonna bring you to there and into there. Iron, same story. We're gonna bring you over the top and into there. Then I want a sprayer. Can I put a spray? Let's go with here, here, and I guess there. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Okay, fine. There. Okay, fine. You can go this way, and then you can go over the top, and then this way. Now the copper's going to be the silly one. Yep. Okay, so we're going to have you come up a tile, forward a tile, down a tile. It's a little bit of spaghetti, but that's fine, because now I can put you spray beside you spray beside you spray. And then out here, we're going to bring our spray, and it's going to go to there, and it's going to go through this whole build like this. Okay, is this enough smelters to run this? I have no idea. We're just going to hope it is. 1, 2, 1, 2, and, well, actually, let's just do input, output, input, and output. Click on that, drag you up 3. Click you, drag you up 3. Hello? Drag. Oh. Drag. Cool. All right. With that done, we can at least turn on copper on that lane and turn on copper on that lane. Is this enough iron? Probably not. What's the best way to fix this? The best way to fix this is bring you up to height 1 here and plug that in there. Grab more belts, extend out this line just a little bit, and also that line a little bit. Lack of item. Oh yeah, I don't have any of those color sorters anymore. 1, 2. Again, can I get pretty sorters? There. Remove you, and whoop. There. That should be enough. That should be plenty. Ratios are hard. We're not going to worry about ratios too much. We just want it sort of working. Okay. And you can go away as well, and we're going to grab our belt, bring our belt out to there and out to there. Probably helps if the sprayers have power. Yep, they work about 1,000% more efficient that way. Can I put that there, but I want to copy and paste that recipe. You, and we'll put you there, you there, and a touch more belts. Just a touch more belt. And I'll put a power pole here. Cool. And one more. And then we will turn on belts and we'll click that button. Okay. So that should make sure that hopefully I have enough iron ore coming in. Probably not, but it's a good start. And oh my god, that's dead. That's super dead. Yep. Sorry, when it dies off completely, I can just bring in iron plate. I can't bring in iron ore. Actually, maybe that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we just set you straight up to do iron plate. And number 3. That tile. And bring you in there instead. And then I can just retire this whole half of the build. And then you're just concentrating on magnets. Because I don't actually have iron ore. Technically I do in an interstellar tower, but not in a normal tower. So can we do iron plate? Can I do demand? Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. Alright, that should be science back up and running. That's all I care about right now. Alright, so science is running. We're doing a couple of researches. We've got a couple of researches to go. I need to add more things to the queue. That being... Thank you. Well, vertical construction. If we're going to do labs, we want bigger and better labs. All 3 of those. This one is green science, so that's not going to happen. And then we're down to, well, throwing up more weapon damage together. Because we might as well. We're going to have to go and invade the other planet. eventually. So I might as well get as much weapon damage as possible before we, well, upset the neighbors. And you know what? We could even spray this item and this item on the way in. Can I bring spray out one tile and run you to there? Off by tile and run you there. Cool, that'll do us. And then you don't have lab, don't have science, so we're just gonna add you to this pile instead. Yeah, and then we're gonna end up putting the science in here. This is gonna be where we keep our blue science. We'll cap you to about 1,000. I'd love to give you drones, but they're not arriving. So yes, we'll work that out shortly. All right, so step number 1, get blue science back up and running. Step number 2 is wander over to this construction job. Yeah, I'd like to go here, please. Do I have smelters? Please don't land, Icarus. Please fly. Please fly. Okay. I need to get frame material up and running. Now, to get frame material up and running, I need to have 3 items. One of them being carbon nanotubes, one of them being titanium alloy, and one of them being high purity silicon. High purity silicon, that's fine. We've got plenty of that. Titanium alloy, we've got a little build that sort of works, and nanotubes we just thoroughly automated last episode. So I have some of these things, but not all of these things. One of the main things I don't have is I don't have titanium alloy really well done. So what I need to do is I need to start making large amounts of steel. So we're going to set you up for demand. I don't know, about that much to start with. And you are going to be an output for iron, and output for iron, output for iron, and output for iron. And then we're going to select you, change your recipe from that to that, and drag and drop. Now, to the people who are going to tell me, but JD, you should proliferate it every step of the long. You should do direct insertion. That's the word I'm looking for. You should do direct insertion. I would normally agree, except why are you? Oh, there you go. We are lining up now. I would normally agree, except that means I can't proliferate it along the way. There are definitely times where I like proliferating things along the way, and the fact that I'm doing steel as a 2-step process means I can choose to re-proliferate it. I can take my iron and use this proliferator belt here and proliferate the iron ore to turn it into iron plate, and then take that same setup and run it through all of these to re-proliferate it again. So yeah, not always direct insertion is the best. All right, the other thing we're going to need is, where is it? Titanium alloy, this one, which requires, well, steel, which we just did that one. Titanium, we have plenty of that, and also acid. So I've put down this blueprint. So we sort of had a starting point, a identical copy of our friends. I've already set you up with the correct imports and exports. The only thing I don't have you doing is actually running, because, well, obviously this setup's not going to work. So we're going to use this button. I'm going to say remove all that, and remove all that, and everything in the middle, just so we have some guidelines. So I want to build between there and there, and we're going to have to apply some more belts. So I'm thinking that we should be able to do, okay, if we did steel, and then titanium, and then acid. I also need to get acid in the network, because acid's not technically in the logistics network. It's still in a tank somewhere. And then do the same here. We set you for steel. We set you for titanium. And we set you for acid. That's the bare basics. And we drag you through to there as well. Okay. Then this is an incredibly slow crafting recipe. Okay. It is that one. So this is 12 seconds. Okay. And it is still a 1-to-1-to-1 ratio. So I need to take in 4 bits of titanium for 4 bits of steel for 8 bits of acid. Technically, we put in more acid than anything else to get out 4 bits of titanium alloy. It's just slow. It's slow, but that's fine. Because what I want to do, and I'm hoping this works, is you're going to be the output. And if I duplicate this on this side, with you being the output as well. Hi. We now have super alloy ammo. Cool. We'll make a super alloy build. It means that I don't really have enough room in here to, well, I don't have enough room out to get 3 more belts out to run another set. I also don't have enough room in the middle to get 3 more belts in. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit devious, and that is, well, we're going to run this belt up to here, and this belt up to here. We're going to give you some sorters. It seems like a good idea. Can I go in, out to one side, and I'm going to grab you, I'm going to drag you, I'm going to hit tab so I get some spacing, and I'm going to build you at least to there. And can I just, yeah, I'm just going to remove you. It's easier. And tab to get some spacing. Cool. All right. But down the middle, I definitely have room for, well, 3 belts. So if I ran a belt from here, and a belt from here, and a belt up here, I could definitely make this middle one work. I just have to work out how I can get my insies and outsies working. So I'm going to put 1 more smelter there. And then this, which is acid, right? Yes, it's acid. I can't have you be acid. You need to be something else. You're going to be anything but acid. You can be steel, and you can be acid. Cool. We're going to run our steel around the corner and in there. So then this is going to be titanium, which we're going to run into there. I don't need that power pole. And then you are going to be our acid, which I'm going to run into here. We're going to give you 1 more copy. We're going to remove that power pole as well. We're going to remove you. We're going to remove you. And I'm going to take this acid belt and merge that together. Cool. With that done, I should be able to say, hey, you know what? I would like you to import, demand. I don't want to overfill this. I want to sort of see it working in bits and pieces. I want to bring let's go with an in, out. For weirdness sake. Okay, and we're going to drag you through to here. I need power poles, so we're going to throw a power pole here, and here, here, and here, here, and here, and I'm hoping that powers up everything. Let's steel. Let's definitely steel. Okay, I need to do the same here. I need to change you to be steel. I need to change you to be acid. And that's why we only partially fill it, so we can see the mistakes we're making. It's alright, it's probably going to chew every bit of steel that's already on the belt, hopefully. Oh, they're all full. Okay, grab all the steel off. Steel's going to fill that lane instead. Where's my titanium? Oh, it's on the way. Okay, have more. Steel's right beside us. Okay, so then in theory, all I need to do is get acid, and acid's going to come around the outside, and this build should work. So, acid is here. You look good. Acid. You know what? I don't mind. We're going to go from you, into you, into you, into you. Yep, that's going to be a solution. Icarus? There he is. Okay. We're just going to flow acid after it's run through this little build. This little build feeds the bus. We'll go into, well, straight to the tower. I do have a certain amount of acid buffered up, but as soon as we get warpers, one of the first things we're going to go off-site and grab, or off-planet and grab, is sulfuric acid, because, well, there are certain planets where it's literally just sitting around in pools. So you can just pump it up, which just makes life so much easier. It makes acid, which is one of those really annoying things, just that much easier to deal with. You should have acid. You do. In transit 50. In transit just 50. Hey, we now have attack drones. Cool. So acid's definitely coming in, and you're waiting on acid. You have acid. Cool. And then I should have titanium alloy reasonably soon. In that case, if you now work, we're just going to max you all out. Because I really don't mind. These resources I have plenty of, so we'll just max them out, let them go. All right, so that should be our titanium alloy up and running as well. We're going to have the steel and the titanium wrapper in here. Acid's going to join together. The main reason is, well, you need 2 acid for every single craft. So having the 2 belts merge at the end's probably a wise idea. Also, I'm going to be a little bit limited to bot deliveries for just a little while. Whilst I'm at it, can I click on that magic tower? Cool, you now have drones. All right, so that's going to be our plan for this one. All right, so that leaves us our next in our projects, which is deuterium. I need to get deuterium up and running. So to get deuterium up and running, I need to have some fractionators. Fractionators will turn hydrogen into deuterium. I don't need you. I don't need you. You guys were just there to charge up some accumulators a little bit faster, so I get a few more of these. 8. I need one more. In one more, and then the gas giant is done. But in the meantime, can we get where are we? Fractionators. I thought they were right here somewhere. They are. Can I just get a full stack of 30? Yeah, that'll do me. And can I also get you? The stacker? Automatic piler. That's the stupid name. All right, I want to go to this pole. This pole is bringing in all our fire ice and also a whole bunch of hydrogen to make sure the power grid's very, very happy. The power grid is very happy finally. So, yeah, we want to make it worse. What we're going to be doing is, well, borrowing some of this hydrogen. So, our production. Fractionator. Fractionator runs hydrogen through the machine, and then 1% of the hydrogen will get kicked out as deuterium. It just, you know, throws some power at it, does some fancy things, excites it, makes it happy, and after it's been tickled a little bit, it pops out the front. But it's limited by how many items you're running through it. So I want to run the maximum amount of items through it as fast as possible. I also want to build it up here at one of the poles, because this is the section of the planet which is basically useless. It is, these particular tiles are at a horrible angle, and building anything sensible on them is impossible. Can I put in well, one of those to make sure that side's built, and then one of those to make sure you can help out with me right now, and then I should be able to do this. Okay, one power pole hadn't been put in. Okay, power grid just suddenly goes red, hard red for half a second. All right, so we're going to want to put in a couple of these, and I'm going to go with, let's go with that tile. That tile looks like a happy tile. Sure. There to there. Okay, then I need to have an output belt, which we can run at green speed, because I have green belt on me for some reason. The bot's too lazy to pick it up, and we're going to run that to there. I don't care if any of these belts look stupid. They're allowed to look stupid. They're at a section of the map where all belts are allowed to look stupid, and we can now add more labs on top of one another. Cool. And then we're going to put in the other row. Cool. That'll probably get us started. Okay, so we're going to have our output come to the middle and wrap right the way through here. Output, more output, with some output, and outsies. All these are curving sideways. Like I said, I don't really care. These ones will probably be more straight because I'm just happen to build over a meridian. It's fine. And okay, that gives us a start. Yeah, I could slide up a tile, but yeah, like I said, can't be bothered. All right, what I do need to do is I then need to have a loop belt. So we need a loop belt for our hydrogen, which is going to come all the way through here, through each machine, and then when it gets to the end, it's going to duck under this belt, through to here, down here, and then back through the system. And I still need to find out whether I can fit power poles. Probably should have done that before I put in a whole bunch of belts. Okay, there to there to there to there. I'm confident. Confidence is key. That I can shove a power pole somewhere. All right, there, and there, and there. Cool. And also confident that I need to hook him in the power grid. All right, we're gonna bring this belt, like I said, up a tile, hold down shift so we can build a belt over a belt, and back into there. Cool. All right, so that solves that problem. The only thing that now I need to do is I need to get hydrogen into the system. So we're going to break this belt, and I'm going to bring in hydrogen. Now, to bring in the hydrogen, I want to do a couple of things. First off, I need to make sure that this belt loops. All the belts need to loop. All the belts need to take hydrogen round around circles. Very important. Second thing I want to do is I want to put on a splitter. Let's go with here. Okay. And I want to make sure up tile is going to come to here. Okay, so So I want to make sure I have a priority out. That's going to be super important. I want to prioritize the stuff that's going straight through and going into this system. So I'm going to be side loading this in here. But there's a few other things I want to do, which is going to make life a little bit more confusing. So we have the automate pilot. Now the automate pilot stacks things one on top of one another. So rather than having one piece of fire ice flying down this belt, I can have 2 pieces of fire ice stacked on top of one another, or 3 pieces of fire ice stacked on one on top of one another. All the same goes with hydrogen. Now eventually I can get research, so this will happen automatically in Tower, but I don't have that research yet. So what I want to do is I want to pre-stack things before I shove them in this build. It doesn't get us any extra resources, it just improves the belt throughput. So if the belt moves 30 items per second, but they're stacked 3 on top of one another, that's 90 items per second. So we're going to go with you, and you, and you. So I want to stack everything 3 tiles high. That's really bad. Can I go back a tile? Probably not. Oh, no, I can. Okay. Can I go back a tile there? Oh, I can. Okay. So I'm going to want to bring out our hydrogen, number 1, and run it into here. I want to bring out hydrogen number 1, and then run it into here, and here. Cool. The reason I'm doing this double stack method is you're not going to always output at full speed, and I want to definitely make sure that this is all stacked before it goes anywhere. It's going to be super important that as it goes in this build, it is not 1 high, but not, that's still 1 high. Where are we going? We're going down this line. Sure. Done. It's really hard to see with hydrogen. Like, I know it's stacked 3 high, but it's so hard to tell because it's all white and shimmery. Yeah. Each one of those lines on the side indicates a stack. But, oh. It would help if you were around the right way. Can I put you around the right way? Yeah, you're in the short end and out the tall end. Cool. So once this uses a piece of hydrogen, it's going to take our stack of hydrogen and decrease it by 1 stack. So it's going to go from, stack 3 high down to 2 high down to 1 high, so on and so forth. So I want to make sure that we restack it every possible place we can. So we're going to stack it at this end, and also I'm really hoping I can get a stacker. Come on. Come on, Mr. Icarus. I'm going to stack it at this end. I really like one here, but I don't like my chances. The game says yes. Okay, you go in there, you go in there, you come out, you get restacked, and here. So that means if I happen to have 2 pieces beside one another that, add 2 different heights, like a 2 and a 1, they can merge together and become a height 3. But it also means when I plug this in, who has a priority out for the bottom lane, this whole system should kick together. And we should get a milestone. That's nice. But more importantly, things should be flying in at full speed. Now, because the system has to go round and round circles, very important, it goes round and round circles, I am side loading right here. So I'm going to be putting new resources in, but I'm making sure that the resources already on the belt have priority. And as you can see, it's slowly filling up. And also, if we have a look, I want to get lower. We can zoom out. Doesn't really get me lower. We can still see that everything still seems to be height 3. I'm expecting some pieces to come through slightly shorter, but it hasn't happened yet. But we can definitely click on one of these guys and see your throughput. So your throughput is 2220. Why is that running at different speed? Oh, will the belt go fast? I should probably enable that one. Oh, it blocked. Okay, yeah, it's got to empty out. So it is a system that has to keep running. It has to keep running all the time. So one of you, you can't output, so you've stopped the whole system running. But after that's cleared, you should be back to normal. How much hydrogen we have? Good amount. Cool. Because no, I don't think I need to duplicate this build. We're not using it for fuel rods or anything yet. It's good as is. Okay, so if we click on you are running, there we go. 5,000 per minute for a second there. 2,000 per minute. Okay, you're running 2,000 per minute, 2,000 per minute, 2,000, 2,000. Yeah, that seems wrong. Why are you slowing things down? You shouldn't slow things down at all. Thanks, bots. 3,000? 3,500? Like, around here I expect it to be much slower, because we've already taken a certain amount of hydrogen out of the system. But yeah, here at the start, so you're now at 1,800, which is like height level 1. Alright, hang on. Let's try turning off that. Does that help us see better? We might have a problem where we just have too much brightness. No? 2,300, 1,800. You have some deuterium that you have 30 in the machine. You have 32 in the machine. Yeah, it's not really stacking. Okay. Okay, what happens if I move the stacker over a tile? Just so we have less belt stupidity. It's not that I'm running the stackers backward, but the fact they got arrows going that way seems to incline that I'm running them the right direction. Let me put thing in. Why do we have to use the bots far away? Why can't we use the local bots? 800. 800. There's an alternative build that we can do, which I plan on doing much later because it uses a lot of power. That's one of the biggest things. The more hydrogen I push through this, the more power each one of these is going to use. Like, this guy's at 1 point something megawatts. That's painful. Our grid's probably not going to enjoy that for very long. So I'm being very cautious about how much I shove through this system. But yeah, they all should get about 1% out. As it is, we already have plenty of deuterium. We're not using it. So for right now, the system's fine. I just might need to further improve it in the future. And we're out of hydrogen anyway. Oh no, it's fresh batch in. Yeah, we might need to run some optimizations in the future. But that is that up and running. Cool. I have a bunch of hydrogen in my inventory. I don't want that. Here you go. Cool. All right. Next on our list is turn the. Actually, we might need to because we're just doing a really simple build. Really simple build. Can I? Nope. I cannot. Icarus, where are we flying? We're flying past the bus. Can we? Nope. Here. Nope. Here. Cool. Perfect. Wonderful job. Can I get 5 of those? That'll probably do us. And we have this tower already. Can I get you to bring in, sir, these? And don't we also have carbon nanotube? Actually, it's probably cancel. Do you want a new tower? Because we have a couple of belts over here I need to feed. Just a couple. Icarus fly. So I need to feed these 3 plus this one. This one forgot its markup. It's a little bit silly like that. It's meant to be that one. So we're going to throw a tower here because it's just going to be easy to have everything just brought straight to us. Can I get a power pole? Oh look, there's some half-built ones right there. Can I put you there, and can I put a Baba? You got range to build that? No. Okay. How about now? Still no. Oh no, you built it. How good? How good. Okay. So I'm going to want to bring in this, even though I don't have it, and nanotubes, nanotubes. Okay, in crystals. Quantum chips, which lead to AI, which lead to replicators. This is where all the problems started. We don't have that on the list because it's not there yet. And you. Okay, can I just bring in a few of you and we'll set up a few of you and a few of you. I'll give you some robots, flying bots, and I don't have crappy belt anymore, but we'll do number 1 from there to there to there. And then here I'm going to do, so you'll be item number 4, which will go into that one. You're going to be item number 2, which will go into that one. And you will be item number 3, which will go into that one. And again, you've lost your marker because you're an idiot. Those ones. Cool. All right. So that's going to get nanotubes going up something up here. I don't know what's up there. But too small. Can I get assemblers only and drop that there? Okay. So what do we unlocked? We unlocked, well, the ability to start making titanium glass, which requires us to have water, which is not coming in, please. Requests? No distributors available. Really? No. You know what? I'd like a hat there. On my hat, I would like, well, on my box, I'd like a hat. And then I'd like you to have bots and provide. Cool. You can take water over here and put it in this box. And then this box shall put water in here and make titanium glass because the 2 buildings beside you both need titanium glass. Okay. You are a mini fusion power plant, which only works if we have deuterium rods. I don't have deuterium rods. We're not making deuterium rods yet. We also unlocked you, which needs our frame material. And technically we already have the Mark II assemblers and we can start using them, but I don't really want to just yet. They have a higher power draw and I'm not really up for that just yet. But what I am up for is heading off to the North Pole and... yeah, silicon. 5,000. No, we're not out. There's just some very busy robots going here, there and everywhere picking up stuff. Oh no, you're on remote demand. You're going and getting it directly. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, so what I want to do as the sun sets on the episode is I'm going to throw in a tower. Well, right there I'll do. And you're going to be doing very simple things. You're going to be making those, which are going to require those and silicon. Good news is we have silicon right next door. Demand, demand, and some robots, and power pole. Alright, we're going to keep this super simple. This is going to be a tiny build. It doesn't have to be anything special. We're not mass producing this yet. We don't need to mass produce this yet, so I'm not going to. So we're going to keep this super duper easy. I'm going to have everything be off by tile. 1 tile to start with. That's the best way. Actually, no, it's fine. We're going to go number 2 down here. Go away. You can go there instead. And we're just going to wrap this belt all the way around the outside. You are going to be item number 3. And again, I'm just going to wrap it all the way around the outside. And actually you can come, you go to there. And then you could be item number 4. And we'll wrap this all the way around the outside this way. And that's our tiny little build. You're off by a tile. Gosh. Today's not my day. Alright, 3 guys in. Okay, so you are going to be making frame material. Cool. None of this stuff's copper, so I'm not at all worried. We're going to put in. Out. Click, drag. Done. Okay. Rotate twice, remove you. Rotate twice, put you in there. And because assemblers, even though they look identical, they're slightly different. They have a front and a back, so you can't just paste them on over one another. They have a front and a back, and they get very offended if you mix up their front and their back. It's alright, I mix up their front and their back all the time. Alright, so that should get all you guys huffing, puffing, going upsy downsies, and they'll start producing. These are again an incredibly slow crafting time at 6 seconds, so not going to be fast. But that's okay, we don't need them fast. We just need them to exist. And, well, we've already shipped off 50. If we go back to our mall, where are we? Here. 50 will craft me 2 of those. I want a few more than 2 of those, but it means I need to leave this running for just a moment, just one or two, to make sure we have a couple of particle colliders up and running, because that's the next thing. That's the next thing I need to have unlocked. I need to have that unlocked so we can make strange matter. We could put together a build, but it would be missing, you know, the thingy that actually does the thingy that we need the thingy to do, so we actually produce things. So we're going to leave this episode here. I'm going to thank you guys, as always, for watching. We have you running in theory. Come on, where are they? Where are they? Oh, coming out in the slowest belt in the world. Oh, and also it's going to have to fill up that belt that's going to do nothing, plus that belt that's going to do nothing, and then the trickle's going to come out here. Yep. No, you got a sorter. I got worried for a second. Yeah. Alright, it's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute or three, but that's okay. That gives me time to get vertical construction number 5 running. Oh, we're also going to upgrade the labs. I don't need to upgrade the labs. Not in the moment. We're going to upgrade the labs in the next episode because I don't have purple science. I don't have purple science here. So I need to have purple science here. And I also need to ship blue science out. And I think we're going to go to the poles. I think we're going to go to the pole. I think we'll do science on the pole. That seems like a good idea for me, to me. But yes, it does mean I'm going to leave this episode here. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. Myself and Mr. Icarus Prime will see you in the next episode on the North Pole, getting our feet wet and rebuilding science. But yes, that's it. We're out. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.